everybody. Happy Monday. Make an Impact Monday here with Lori Joy. This is an exciting Monday because we're kicking off a brand new training series. I'm really excited to be here with you. So I want to say hello. I want to say welcome to those of you that are here that are new, are coming live. If you're here live with me, you want to say hi in the comments so I know that everything is working on my end. So that's a great help if you could do that. Every Monday at noon Eastern, I am here live sharing with you something that can make your business more profitable. We are all about action here in Launch It Live Simplified. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here, say hi in the comments so I can see you so we can get ready. Now, we are doing a 3-part video series. That 3-part video series kicks off today. And if you are new here to my realm, in my world, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Janice. Hello, hello, Julie Fairhurst. Hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Hello, Caitlin. Good morning. All right. Today we are kicking off something called like I said, our 3-part live video series that's going to help you attract your ideal audience, all right, and make your business profitable. Lead them to your business because that's what it's all about. Do you know that we have 11 weeks left in 2021? So I want you ladies to dial it in for the end of the year. A lot of people think, I've worked really hard this year, and the end of the year, I'm going to kind of take my foot off the gas pedal. I want you to rethink your strategy. I want you to be ready to lead your business right off the hop in January 2022 in order to get going and serve your people at the highest level when they are resetting in that new year realm, right? That new year way of thinking. So good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Melissa. I know. Hello, Grace. Right. Where has the time gone? So we have 11 weeks left in 2021, and I want to walk you through this Monday, next Monday, and the last Monday will be November the 1st, our 3-part live video series, taking you through some strategies that you can simply put into your business in these last 11 weeks to make them profitable, to get your audience kind of all revved up for you and ready to go in January. So say hello again. If you're live, hi Dolores, good morning. If you have any questions, this is a really good time. Put them in the chat. If I don't get to them on the live, I certainly go back and come in here and answer them. And if you're watching the replay, you want to use hashtag replay so I know you're here. And again, I can field any questions that you have. So who am I? If you're new here, my name is Lori Joy. I'm the hostess with the mostest here in this group, self-proclaimed, and I help coaches and consultants have 5-figure launches using 5-day boot camps. Hello, Nicole. So I want to ask you ladies, and a lot of my ladies who are in the academy have heard me say this. If you have been in a boot camp of mine before, you have heard me talk about this, but I want to talk about today, what is the problem that you solve and how you are strategically positioning your messaging. I'm going to walk you through today kind of the big picture, the elevated picture of where you are, where your business can and should be, because there's a lot of strategy to leading people to your business, leading your people to the sale. And if you are missing that part, you're literally leaving thousands, if not millions of dollars on the table. And we want to get ready so that when your audience starts to think new year, new them, new year, new resolution, new year, new start, new year, whatever it may be, you have already laid the groundwork and you're ready to serve them strongly, consistently, and with content that converts right at the top of the new year. So that's why I want to walk you through these next 3 weeks where you can sit with me and we can kind of strategize about your business and what you're bringing. All right. So again, hello, 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 Sharon. Okay, here we go, ladies. I'm excited to be here and show you how to take your expertise and elevate that and level up your brand so it puts you on the map. So we're talking about, again, how to attract your ideal audience and then turn them into customers in a fraction of the time that I bet you that you're doing right now. How long is it taking for you to convert a cold audience member, someone who has never seen you, known you, heard of you, into a paying customer. I want you to think about how long on average that takes you. And I want to expedite that process using these strategies that I'm going to teach you over the next 3 weeks. So I promise right here to be with you and show you how to get clarity. Get clarity, first of all, we're going to start with your offer, your business, and how you're placing them in front of your ideal audience. And then, like I said, seamlessly leading them to the sale. So I want us to be excited. I want us to tune in. I want us to be fired up for all 3 trainings. We're going to focus on creating a money-making launch strategy for your business. Who can get excited about that, right? An offer strategy, ladies, that can literally scale to 5, 6, 7 figures and beyond. Now, if you are new to my world and you are new to what I do, I am all about strategy, and I am all about repeatable frameworks and functions that you can just become a master at and keep repeating in your business. We do not build things from scratch here at Launch It Life Simplified, and we do not reinvent the wheel every time we launch. We do things on the repeat. So good morning, Sabrina. So good to see you. If you are loving doing things on the repeat, this is for you. This training is for you. This model is for you. This method, this strategy, this is for you. Because once you have this new framework dialed in, ladies, you can use it on repeat for as long as you own your business. And that's exciting. No more shiny object syndrome, context switching, doing all of the things. We're going to focus in 11 weeks at the end of this to end this year and be ready to catapult in January of 2022. Now, a strategy, I'm going to teach you strategy that's going to move our ideal clients, okay? Now, who is your ideal client? A lot of you will go into other trainings and you'll think about my ideal client avatar, and you'll have to come up with names for your ideal client, you know, what she drinks at Starbucks, what color her nail polish is, and all of that stuff. That's not what I'm walking you through here. In fact, I'm not a fan of that. I want to talk about our ideal clients in terms of our perfect buyers. And in order to know who our perfect buyer is, right, and take them from cold to close in a fraction of the time, then we need to know what is your solution and how are you talking about that solution. And then we're going to talk about giving your people a mini win. And then we're going to talk about how to launch that mini win. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. In fact, in the event that you're in right now, you can see what I'll be talking about for the next 3 weeks. Hello, Colette. I want you to know that in the next 2.5 months that we have left in 2021, this is an incredible time to get clear and grow your business. Where a lot of your competitors will lift their foot off the gas pedal because Thanksgiving is coming. It's already passed for us who are in Canada, but my American friends, you're rolling into Thanksgiving. Then we're rolling into the Christmas season. And where, a lot of people will be like, I just want to, take a break. I'm not saying we're going to go for 11 weeks and be all exhausted and then start going again in January, because what I teach you here is so simple, so strategic, and so beautiful that once you create it with me here in the next 3 weeks, it is something that you can just nicely take and do over and over and over again in 2021. So if you are all about repeatable systems, then you're in the right place. So I want to know, ladies, who is excited from a level of 1 to 10? 1 being, nah, I don't really care. 10 being like, yes, right? How excited are you to learn simple strategic strategies over the next 3 weeks so that you can be ready to serve your people in a really big way in January of 2022. So I want to see a flood of 10s coming in, because I'm going to be here live with you for the next 3 weeks. I'm here every Monday live with you. But this particular training is all going to tie in. And at the end of it, if you come to all of them, you're going to have some clarity. So Melissa, Bobby, Colette, Julie, yes, Dolores, I love it. So just know that every Monday at noon Eastern, I am here live in this group, okay? Now, I want to show you how to do this quickly as well. So when we're taking the look at expediting our people from cold, they don't know us, to a new audience, becoming part of our audience, to then becoming part of our business. Ina says 10, Tara says 10, Holly says 10 with a bolt. I love it. I want us to do this quickly because success loves speed. So in 3 weeks, we are going to build something incredible with me so that you can turn around and have some amazing progress, but we're going to do it together. So either way, this is going to be very powerful for you. I can promise you this. If you're a coach or consultant, then this training is for you. So I want you to tune in. I want you to take notes. I want you to follow through and know that your business can be changed here in the next 3 weeks. And some of you want to have, right, a program or an offer, but you don't have one right away. And you're going to get the distinct advantage here in the 3 weeks of building one or getting clarity around that right out of the gate. Okay. So for those of you that are new, again, my name is Lori Joy. I'm the host. I have an 11-year-old son. I've been married to my husband for 16 years. I'm a teacher and university professor by trade turned entrepreneur. I love teaching. And so you have a distinct advantage being here with me because I'm going to take something that's a big 30,000 foot look down at your business, and I'm going to be able to chunk it down and break it down for you. So I have my master's in feedback and education. So get ready for some shifting over the next 3 weeks. I want, for you ladies, I want your business to be filled with action takers. I want that for me and my business as well. I select the action takers and invite them into my business. And I want you to get to the point where you are doing the same. So something important that I want you to know, that each training is going to build on the previous one. And by November the 1st, you will have a very clear idea and plan on how to attract your ideal audience and then turn them into customers. Okay, so ladies, if you have a piece of paper handy or notes on your phone, or you can just watch this, think about it, but then I encourage you to put something down on paper and start to scratch this method out, right? I'm a big proponent of, this is why I have the whiteboard here, pen to paper. So I want you to start to think about what solution you offer. No matter what online business you have, at the end of that program, that network marketing business, that brick and mortar, that not so much brick and mortar, but it's always online, but what business, no matter what your business is or how it evolves, or again, I'm thinking my network marketers, you have a plethora of products and you can talk about a number of them. No matter what your business is, there's always an end solution. There's always a solution, a problem that you solve at the end of your program, your course, you're taking your products for 30 days, whatever that is. So what is the solution that you offer? And some of us, and you'll hear me say this too, a lot of you who've been with me, you've heard me say this, a lot of us lead with the content, or a lot of us lead with the product. And I want you to just kind of push that aside, and I want you to think about what is the big end solution that I offer. And I'll be honest with you, the women who come into my academy and we sit down and we start to flesh this out, a lot of times you are not very clear about what the solution is that you offer. Right? What's that big pain point that you solve for your people? So if you have amazing products or a life-changing program, what makes people say yes to your offer? Because when you can start to understand why people actually say yes, then we can start to build your business around those reasons. Okay? And I want you all to know, I want us all to know right here that there are millions of people out there who want what you have to offer, and they are willing to pay good money for it. So I want you to spend these next 3 weeks with me knowing that full well. No matter what successes that you've had in the past or what struggles you're having right now to get this business off the ground. There are millions of people out there who want what you have to offer and are willing to pay good money for it. We're going to get rid of that scarcity mindset moving forward and be ready to invite our ideal clients to what we have, because they're out there searching for it. They're out there searching for it. They're out there searching for you, and they're waiting for you to show up. Show up. Because more than ever, and we know this because of what's been happening in the world, people are looking to invest. They are looking to buy. Being online and in this realm is a natural thing. Whereas, before it wasn't. So the thing to remember is that people are looking to strategically invest. And that's great news for you. That's great news for all of us. But I want you to know that your ideal client, which is a buyer, someone who buys and invests in themselves or in their business or in their health or whatever it is, the solution that you offer, I want you to know that they are ready and they're willing and they're searching for you to buy. So if they're strategically investing, we have to be strategic with how we're putting out our offers. Okay? So, which is great news for all of you, because I'm going to teach you how to be strategic. Yes, the fire, Sabrina. I love it. I want us to care enough about the solution that we offer to show up and share them with our people. And at the beginning, so a lot of you that you come into the group, you're like, I'm new to this, I'm struggling. I'm brand new to this and I don't have anything. I'm trying to, get consistent revenue in my business. I'm going to show you that in order for you to lead your buyers to the sale, you also have to be strategic, right? So you don't want to be part of the white noise, right? We are going to create an action plan together. So we're going to be starting a new conversation, a new way of connecting with our people, a new way of selling that isn't sleazy or pushy or salesy or bro marketing or anything that way, right? Anywhere that, or anything that they can find anywhere else. We want to start attracting in this serious, ready to buy audience that fills, right, your passion and purpose, instead of the wrong people who steal and drain your energy. And the fact of the matter, ladies and gentlemen that may be in here, the fact of the matter is that we can serve, or we can talk to the people who aren't ready to invest, because there's more of them. And I want you to start to think about elevating your messaging so that you are calling in the people who are on that path. Stop speaking to the people who don't want to invest in themselves, in their business. Yes, there's more of them. They make more noise. But in the quiet pockets of your audience, your buyers are already there. They're waiting for you to speak to them in your messaging so that they wake up and go, oh yes, that's me. She's talking to me. I'm ready. Because we as buyers, you and I, as buyers and investors in our own business, know that our lives cannot be changed with free information. So how many have you invested money in your business before? Just put the money symbol or emoji in the comments for me. How many of you have invested in your business in the past? Money-wise, you've gone to an event, you've invested in a coach, you've bought the $47.97, $197 offer, whatever it is, or the $10,000 coaching package, whatever it is, have you, right? Holly has, okay? So she's invested. So Holly is a buyer. She knows the value of investing in her business. Julie has invested, right? Right? Bobby has invested. Ina has invested, okay? Melissa, right? She's got the... Charlie, great to see you. She's invested. Janice has invested. So the fact of the matter is you are looking for the people who are also willing to invest in their business or in their health and wellness. Tara has invested. Dolores, Deanna, right. So you have to start calling out the people who are going to buy your solution that you offer loud and clear. So we are going to learn new skills. We are going to work on our mindset, right? We are going to get all of this dialed in. So the buyers, the people who are serious about their solution, they don't want free information. I am a buyer. I am an investor. I do not want a lot of free information. What I want is the outcome or the solution, and I want it fast. That's why you have invested in the past. That's why I invest continually. That's why you have to start talking to the people who want your solution. Their pain out, is so prominent that they'll do anything to get what they want. The people who are like, I don't have the money, thanks, it's not the right time, whatever it is that they're saying, the pain, they're not at the point where they want that pain solved. So bless and release them and move on and start elevating your message and start talking to the people who want to buy and they want the solution and they want it fast. Okay, so at the end of these 3 trainings, we're going to walk away with this action plan and then use it as often as we can to bring in qualified leads to your business. Now, ladies, you have to have a solid foundation for your business. How many of you right now, this moment, have a clear, simple, strategic plan for your business? Put the word plan in the comments. And don't worry if you don't. No one's judging you here, okay? This is how we grow. This is how we learn. The first part is admitting it, okay? Do you have a solid foundation, a strategic, clear, simple strategy for your business? Put plan in the comments. How many of you, up until this point, maybe today's the day where we draw the line in the sand, how many of you have been squirrel syndrome, right? It's context switching, doing all the things on all the platforms, working every day in your business instead of working on your business. If that's you, you can put the squirrel emoji in the comments, or you can just put switch. And listen, I am not here to judge, because I'm telling you, ladies, if you think you've context switched, come and join my team, because I have walked that walk. I have done that for almost a decade, and it got me nowhere. Like, I could have shirts, like we could be part of a club and I could be your leader, because I have context switched myself out of a lot of time and money. Holly's got the squirrel. I love it. Bless you, Holly, for admitting that. So if you get this foundation and the key elements that we build upon it, if you get it wrong, it's going to cost you millions over the lifetime of your business, okay? How can you be, ladies, the go-to person in your niche? The first thing you have to do is believe that you can be the go-to person in your niche or in your company. So how many here have struggled with their messaging before in their business? And if you do not have paying clients, if you do not have people buying your programs or your products, if that's happening to you right now, it's because there's something off with your messaging. And we're going to work on that over the next 3 lives, okay? Over the next 3 sessions. We are going to use your solution, the one that you can offer, and clearly articulate it to your audience, okay? Get your pen and pen ready. I'm going to show you some things that you can do to change that messaging right now, right here with me today, so that you can go out and leverage the message in order to elevate your business and bring it into something that is truly exceptional, okay? This is the things that I want, or these, sorry, are the things that I want your messaging to start to include, okay? The first thing is it has to speak to the need that your audience has at this moment in time, okay? Okay, it has to speak to your ideal audience. So sometimes we have to really get clear. We can't be serving everybody, ladies. We want to serve a certain niche so that we can be very distinct in our messaging and what we send out to them. So it has to speak to the need of your audience. And first of all, we have to decide, what is my ideal audience? Who are my people? And you want to speak to that need that they have at this moment in time. Has to speak to the audience's need at this Okay. And I'll go into more detail on how we can get clear on this. I'll give you some examples, but let's just write this down right here. It has to build trust. Your messaging has to build trust, and we'll talk about how to do that. It has to provoke action. I can't wait to talk to you about this. You have to think about, does your messaging provoke action? Okay? I struggled with this for a long time, but when I got clear on it, things really started to click. If there's one of my ladies on here, if you can write these in the comments, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. And number 4, it has to lead to a clear path. And that clear path is your big picture solution. I'll give you a minute to write that down, okay? It has to speak to your audience's need at this moment in time. It has to build trust. It has to provoke action. And it has to lead them on a clear path to your big picture solution. Okay? So let's talk about how we can do this. So again, if any of my ladies, I don't know if Caitlin, if you're still on here, if you, or Melissa, or any of my ladies here, if you can type these in the comments. Now, let's talk about, it has to speak to the need that your audience has at this moment in time. So a lot of you, when you come into this group, you have to answer some questions for me. This helps me give you content that you actually want and need. Now, a lot of you will come in and say, I'm struggling at this time. I'm struggling in my business. I'm new to this. I can't find my ideal client. There is a disconnect in one of these 4 items, or one of these 4 things that I just listed to you, if your messaging is not calling out your ideal audience. And it takes time to get good at this. And this is where our impatience as an entrepreneur comes in, because we want things done really quickly. We want that magic button to press that, builds our audience, huge and fast. And I'm telling you, you get the audience that you're ready for. You need to grow into the leader in order to have the audience that is big and bold and bustling and thriving. If I often say to my ladies, if I were to take 100 people right now and put them in your business right now, today, here's 100 paying clients, do you have the infrastructure to support them? We want 100 clients. We want the monetary kickback that goes with 100 clients, but you need to get your ducks in a row so that you can have the space and capacity to bring those 100 clients in. Okay, I'm off on a tangent. It has to speak to the audience that or speak to the need that your audience has at this time. So a lot of you will say, I need help with finding my ideal client. That is not the problem. You might think it's the problem, but it's not the problem. It is something that you're experiencing. It's a pain point. But at this moment in time, I can tell you right now, if you are not converting people into your programs or into your network marketing business or to your coaching course or whatever it may be that you have, it's because your messaging is off. You're speaking to too many people, or you're speaking too broadly. Nobody can figure out, is she really speaking to me? So you have to kind of have to rework your magic, ladies. Go from your solution, and what do your people need at this time? They ultimately want your big picture solution, which we'll talk about. But where are they right now? What's the pain point that they are discovering right now? And that sometimes is really hard to nail down. So your messaging has to speak to what they're doing or what they need at this time. So for example, my big picture clear solution is 5-figure launches. That ranges from $10,000 to $99,000. If I were to come to you and say, ready to have that $99,000 launch, you might be like, no. Eventually you want to get there, but you may not have the capacity to hold space for that $99,000 launch. So then I have to go for my big solution that I teach you how to get, because it's the exact steps that I do in order to have those types of launches. And I work my way backwards. It's a backwards design model. And we work our way backwards to the moment in time where my people are at. Okay? So this particular three-part training is not about 5-figure launches. It's about attracting your ideal client and getting them to the sale. Maybe that's your first sale. Maybe that's, a 5K sale, whatever that may be. I have to come and reach you at this time. Now, yes, Leanne, working backwards. Always think about the solution where you want your people to be and work backwards. The second thing your messaging has to have is trust. I cannot tell you, ladies, what is going to expedite that know, like, and trust factor. It's doing what I'm doing right now. It's going live. You get to see me. You get to hear me. I get to interact with you. That is the easiest and most, like I said, expedited, fastest way to build trust with your people. Now, some of you, if you're like crapping your shorts because you have to go live or you don't go live enough, we need to really get it together, ladies, and try and do this. But if you're not there yet, what you can do, a way for you to build that trust, is to let people into your world a little bit. Now, we don't have to tell them everything, right? We don't have to tell them our deepest, darkest secrets. We don't have to tell them, the tribulations that we're having in our life or in our business at the point. But can you give them a sneak peek into your world? So the more you hang out with me here live on a Monday, the more you're going to find out about my family, right? My business, all the trials and tribulations that I've had, right? You're going to learn about me going to see my grandmother. I go see Granny on the weekends. Like, you're going to learn these little things about me. It's all about a little bit of vulnerability. Let people know you as a human being first. Because behind this camera, me talking to you, right? I have gone through everything that you're experiencing right now. And I'm just a little bit further ahead. I'm just a little bit further ahead than some of you. So it's not like I'm here, talking at you. I'm interacting with you. So can we be vulnerable in a post? Can we be like, you know what? I haven't shown up consistently for all of you in a little while, but that's going to change. Put your money where your mouth is. Show up for your people on a consistent basis. Be vulnerable, build trust. Going live is the quickest way to do that, okay? It has to provoke action. Remember, ladies, that action, okay, the law of inertia, right? When an object is in motion, it wants to stay in motion. So when I'm talking to you about the last 11 weeks of 2021, we want to be in motion so that come the new year, you're ready to kick it off and you have a clear plan of where you're going to take your business next year. And you had better take some time, my dears, and sit down before the end of the year and decide what that's going to look like. What is that going to look like, not only for you, for the beautiful business that you own or are building, but then also for your people. Remember that your ideal audience is an action taker. All of you ladies that you said have invested in your business, and you put the money emoji in the comments, you are an action taker, because at one point in your entrepreneurial journey, someone has said, I have the answer to the solution that you want right now. I'm going to show you how to get it faster if you invest and come along with me. And you have put up your hand and said, take me with you. Take me with you. And so that's what your audience members want as well. They want action. They don't want fluff and free stuff, right? They don't want it. They want information that's going to provoke action, because that's what they want to do, take action in your business. You are all here live or in the replay because you saw this training. You decided, this is what I want. I want ideal audience. I want to take them to the sale, and you've made the action to be here. And that's who I work with. I see you. I see you on the other end. And when you are going live and doing messaging and putting posts and you have people engaging with you, you're going to see your action takers as well. Okay? Is that clear? All right. I see some hearts. Great. Now, let's talk about this last one. It has to lead to a clear path to your big picture solution. A lot of us, right? Like you should print out or write somewhere in your office or where you go live or on your mirror when you're getting ready in the morning, what is your ultimate solution? Every piece of content that you make, my dears, or you go live with should always be leading your people to a clear path to your big solution. Stop wondering, what do I post? What do I put up? What do I share with my people? Your solution over and over and over again, so people start to see you as the woman who is going to solve their pain points. If 1 week you're talking about this, and the next week you're talking about that, and the next week you're talking about that, always your solution. Dial it in. Dial it in and walk your people on a clear path to their solution, because that's what your buyers want. They want you to show them step by step how to get the solution they want quicker and faster. Correct? So in order to call in your ideal client, you want to start with who you are serving and the solution you are offering to them. So what is your ultimate solution? Okay? So like I said, I can walk my ladies through the exact process that I have done in order to have repeatable 5-figure launches. But if I lead with that, maybe my ideal client at the time, right, can't process that. So I have to go backwards and I have to start to think about a mini win. How do I do this? What is my magic sauce? It's boot camps, right? I run 5 days of free content, and I plan out your entire boot camp with you. But even further than that, I want you to show them what's another smaller win that they could have. So let me draw this out for you, because I'm a visual person. It's easier for me. Can you ladies see, with just what I listed here, if you're missing the mark or something that is missing with your marketing? If you can, just put a number 1 in the comments. And I hope that you're honest enough with yourself today and over these next 2 or these 3 trainings that we're going to do, because you have to be able to take a really good look at your business and then know what is working and know what is not, right? So if you're missing something with your messaging, I'm hoping today that you can look at those 4 and go, I bet you if you go back to a post that you've made on social media, taking these 4 components that we just went through, you could probably pick out where something is missing the mark. Bless you for saying it. Tara, Holly, Charlie, Linda, Mary, and Julie. Bless you for saying, Deanna, that you are missing the mark on your messaging. Janice, right. So let's look about this. When we're thinking about our business, and I got about 5 minutes left here, ladies, okay? When we're thinking about our business, you're thinking about your point A, which is what we just talked about. Where is your audience at this moment in time? What is the pain points that they are experiencing right now? Your point B is your ultimate solution. So at the end of your program, at the end of, joining your network, not only taking your network marketing products, but maybe becoming a business builder in your company, what is your big end solution? Okay. Now, when I teach you how to do a boot camp, this is what we do. We think about what are the main things that we not I was going to say what are all of the things, but that's not what we want. What are the main pieces of teachings that you can provide your people to walk them from point A to point B? Okay, inside my academy you come in and we flush this entire thing out, and it's amazing to see what your business looks like before, and then what it looks like after we do this process. So what are the main components that you can teach your people? Okay, so mine, we launch live because we want to have our people trust us and know us and like us, and then obviously buy from us. So I teach that one of these small components can come out. One of the small components, your best maybe module, can come out, and you can teach that a quick win. Not everything you have in that module, but you can teach some people what they can get in a boot camp. So that's what we do. I want to take this one step further. Remember I talked about that backwards design? So yes, this is my program. Yes, this is my lead generation system. But from the boot camp, okay, from what we're teaching here, you can go one step further. You can go one step further and you can give your people an even smaller win. Now, a lot of us call this or refer to this as a lead magnet, okay, or a freebie. It's something that we exchange. Like I provide you with this checklist or PDF or guide or whatever it may be, and you provide me with your email address. You're saying, thank you, I'm interested in this. It's it's like if we're fishing. Okay, so I've grown up fishing in my family. I fish often every summer. And so it's like we're putting out, this big wide net of, it's like we're baiting, right, the lake in the hopes that obviously all the fish come in. Now I fish with a hook, so I put the bait on the hook, put it out there in the hopes to catch the fish. This is basically what we're doing, is we're providing some information to our ideal audience so that they're like, oh, what is she doing? And it's a small, easy way for them to just come into your realm. It's a very easy win for them and for you. And so some people find that having that mini win, and they come to the corner of our internet, and then they keep learning from us, and they see the value, and they may either like the way you coach or they don't like the way you coach. Either way, it's a beautiful thing. And then we invite those action takers into our business. Notice how I didn't say we invite everyone into our business. So we cast a big net, wide net. We have this lead magnet that goes out. And then what I do is I lead them to a 5-day free boot camp, and then I invite them to my program. And you can do this the same way. I'm obviously a lover of boot camps, right? So I want you to start to think about a mini solution, because next week I'm going to show you how to build this mini solution, this mini win that you can give to your people. And we're going to go over that. And I want you to think about what you can give to your people, to your audience, that satisfies their need that they have at this time. Because that is the message that you're going to convey to your audience, and it's going to draw in your ideal audience. It's not about the end solution, but it's a path that leads them there. This eventually will lead them to this end solution, but I'm not like, hey, here's a checklist on how to do a 5-figure launch. There's no connection there. There's no connection there. And I want you to think about this too, ladies, is that being able to succinctly devise and strategically devise this lead magnet, this mini win, it takes some time. It's not just, we're going to go into Canva, we're going to take a template, and we're just going to pump something out. There has to be a strategy behind it. That's why I talked to you today about looking at your solution. Because when you're really clear on your solution, then you can start to work your way backwards to this mini win. And you're going to offer them a framework, which is your simple lead magnet, and show them that you are the best solution to their problem. Now, some of you will say to me, well, Lori, putting out a freebie attracts freebie seekers. It does. It does. But it also attracts the people who have your pain point. And the people who have your pain point that see your lead magnet, okay, and a lead magnet again is just like a checklist or a guide or a PDF, or it can be a number of things. I'm thinking just like a really quick win, right? It could be a boot camp. I don't, that's not how I work. But the thing is that it does bring in the freebie seekers, but it also brings in the people that have your problem or the problem that you have the solution to. And the buyer will not be just content with the lead magnet. That's the difference between a buyer and a freebie seeker. A freebie seeker will take that little freebie and go away and like work with it and look at it, or not even look at it. Right? How many lead magnets have you downloaded over your time as an entrepreneur, and they're sitting on your computer? So the difference is the freebie seeker will come in, or sorry, the buyer will come in, they will consume your free content, and then they will go looking for more. And do you have your business set up, ladies, so that you're leading them on a path to your big solution? Do you have a lead magnet that goes to lead generation, that goes to the invitation, that goes to the sale? Because if you do not have this ascension ladder, this value ladder, this success path or journey already set up, then people will stop there because they don't know where to go to get to here. Do you see the disconnect, right? Yeah, I know. You give out free samples, people don't try them. Dolores says dozens. Excellent, right? So that's the difference. We do put out a lead magnet, and we give our people a mini win. We elevate our expert status. But what happens is now, what happens after you have this freebie? Do you have a strategy that leads to your big problem solution? And if you don't, you have to start to set one up. And that's what I'm going to walk you through in the next 3 weeks. So to recap, ladies, right? To recap, we talked about knowing your big solution, talking about that all the time. Who is the person that needs your solution at this time? Bring it in, hone it in, talk to that one person, clarify that for them. And then think about the 4 points that maybe your messaging might be missing out. Go back, even just go back and look at, your most recent Facebook post or your most, recent Instagram post, wherever you are on social media. Can you go back and look? Does it talk to my people where they are right now? Does it provoke action? Does it relay and convey trust in me, right? And does it lead to my big path solution? And if it doesn't, go in and tweak it and rewrite that puppy and put it back out there today. And then I want you to think about the mini win. So before next week, I want you to start thinking about, what is a mini win? What is something I can teach my people, right, that can be consumed in, say, an hour to a half a day? What can be consumed by my people really quickly that I could start to put out there? And next week, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about, how do I know what content to put out there? Over the next 3 weeks, how do I know how to deliver that content, right? So I want you to start thinking about that, mulling it over, put it in the comments, ask me in the group, and let's start flushing this out so that next week we're ready and we're going to talk about how we can deliver that information to our people. It's exciting. It's exciting, ladies. I love it. Thank you so much for being here live with me today. Thank you for going through this process, looking at your business and getting ready for the new year and making some actionable things for the next 11 weeks. Big love and hugs. We'll see you next Monday at noon Eastern. Bye.